Alright, so up next is the Warriors of Chaos Lord who serves Slaanesh. I assume it is pronounced Azazel. Diplomatic relations, plus 80 with the Empire of Cathay and Bretonnia. Vassals will gain immune to psychology. Gosh, I can talk, I know I can. And spread Slaanesh corruption. Can seduce units, applies and benefits from seductive influence and gifts of Slaanesh. Domineering aura, which reduces melee defense and attack for enemies. Effect intensity increases by each enemy unit in range with leadership wavering or lower. Seduce units cost by 20% per Empire, Bretonnia, Kislev, and Cathay units. And seduce units budget plus 25%. He starts off with Chaos of Warriors of Slaanesh, Hellstriders, Marauders, a Chaos Feral Manticore, and Chaos Warriors with great weapons. And he starts way up here. Okay. This is actually my first time seeing this intro. It is said that Azazel's beauty is second only to that of Slaanesh himself, and those who gaze upon him cannot gainsay such claims. As the Prince of Damnation prowls the mortal plane, his arrival is met by the usual fanfare he has become accustomed to. The barbarians of the steppes fling themselves at his feet as they wail and proclaim their allegiance and love. Yet this time the world must take heed, for the darkling monster's appearance is a portent most dire. Deep within the psyche of the other three powers has always lurked the suspicion that Slaanesh's influence could one day eclipse them all. By the might of his ecstatic legions, that day is nigh.
Deep in the Chaos Wastes, a deadly battleground harbors dark promises. For its victor, great favor from their sadistic god. For the slain, damnation. In ancient Zambijin, an accursed altar thrums with immense power. By Ursen's cataclysmic death cry, its eternal seal is weakened. Countless souls of fallen warriors, now laid bare. A ruinous harvest craved by the dark gods. A test worthy of Azazel, Prince of Damnation. He shall remain first in Slaanesh's eyes.
Such paltry minions. Slaanesh deserves more.
The souls shall be claimed, and with them, apocalypse is certain. But what horrors await the world? May the greatest champion prevail!
So apparently it's pronounced Azazel?
Salutations. Have you come to pry? Good. I thrive on such attention. Ha! Mortals approach. Those who do not willingly come to my side shall be rent apart. Next, I require an abode. I will turn the Red Fortress to a dark one. Such effort deserves a blessing, but where to next? I hunger. And the Cathayans that cower in the Turtle Gate would provide nourishment. And beyond the bastion are such sweet souls. Plenty for my needs in the search for Zanbaijin. Yet, perhaps it is wiser to seek out more underlings. and establish dark fortresses along the eastern steppes, bolstering my ecstatic legion. Decisions. But enough procrastination. My labors must begin.
So this is an interesting starting position because this used to be mainly an area that you would kind of start to take control over if you were playing Kairos the Fate Weaver. You know, try and take over this whole area with, you know, these places, dealing with Cathay right up here. Well, now... a dark fortress can be constructed here. So you're supposed to take the red fortress first, and perhaps deal with Cathay, because you are right here at the gates of Cathay. That's a dangerous starting position, considering that he's got to deal with, of course, the two dragons, but probably also Kairos Fate Weaver, who I believe is still down over here for his starting position. And of course, so he starts off right away with Immunopsychology for aspiring champions and Strider for champions. And of course, he can be able to continue to gain more other Slaanesh-related upgrades and tech.
Azazel, Prince of Damnation.
Azazel. Okay, so that's apparently his name, so yeah. That's a nice looking sword. Of course, you know, I have gotten the sword that you can get in Slaanesh's main area, which is like really, really strong. Like that sword is like ridiculously strong. And I love the lore behind that sword. I found out like it has to do with that it's like a little sliver of the sword that Slaanesh himself uses, and that's why it's so strong, even though it's a tiny little sliver of it. The fact that it's that strong and it's a tiny little portion of it is like, wow! You know? So he has one, it's that sword he has. The Demon Blade. Fashioned by Slaanesh himself, Azazel's devilish sword strikes with a hellish force that even enchanted armor simply cannot deflect, which has an ability which increases base weapon damage and armor-piercing weapon damage by 25% for 32 seconds, and has Discouraged. More Slaanesh authority, seduce units' budget, melee attack, and weapon strength. And it looks like he does not have a mount. More Slaanesh, and of course less Khorne authority. Of course. Demonic instability. In case you are wondering what he is categorized as, it is again a wizard. He does cause terror right from the get-go, so he doesn't even need it, to acquire that. He just has it from the beginning. He causes terror, and he is a flying unit, just like our buddy on Khorne's side. Actually, already forget her name, but we, of course, will take a look at him in action. As I mentioned, 2 Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh, some Marauders, Hellstriders, and, of course, a Chaos Feral Manticore. I forgot to take a look and see whether or not he had the Seduce Units thing, but whatever. So here's the Feral Manticore. And as you can see, Azazel is up here. Okay.
Azazel, Prince of Damnation. Warriors of Slanesh. Group together, my minions. Overwhelming sensation.
Oh, those horse masters may be annoying.
Exalted betrayer! Slanesh expects suffering! Driven by pain! Azazel, Prince of Damnation!
There, of course, is the tear-shaped attack. Fascination.
Warriors of Slanesh! The path of damnation! Rapturous bloodshed! Move fast! Chaos Marauders! Now is our time! Azazel, Prince of Damnation! Hell Scourge! Lacerate them! Azazel, Prince of Damnation! Yes! Hell Scourge! Hunt them down! Dark Prince's minions! Hell Scourge! That is wise. Delicious slaughter! What do you bid? Warriors of Slanesh! For the Dark Gods! For chaos! Hell Scourge! Slay them! I am Azazel. Time to die! Rapture and torment!
This is one of the things I did enjoy about playing as a Slanesh Lord was that his army has a lot of just go charge at him and kind of mess with them. You know, like there's a number of cavalry units like the Hellstriders amongst the Slanesh faction, which is like, look, just charge at him, just go right at him. Now there's also some really good stuff in terms of like some of their spells and such. Like amongst all the tear-shaped attacks that those lords have, I think the Slanesh one might be my favorite because it's just a big whip that just comes down, just smack, just right on top of the enemy army.
You die, so I may live.
And he received the gift of Slanesh.
Prince. My ecstatic legion is ready. Such looks this way. Siphon power. Damnation.
The Lash of Slaanesh, of course.
I am enlivened.
Huh. A cultist camp. With tusks, so you can get an ivory resource. Faction-wide weapon strength for Chaos Chariot units. Wow. And of course... yep, this is very Slaanesh. Demonettes of Slaanesh. Mm-hmm. Secret chariots. Yep. Alright, so that's Azazel. So, yeah. If you enjoy playing as, oh gosh, I am just blanking on his name. That's gonna bug me. Hold on, we're gonna go to the menu and I'm gonna refresh my memory on these names. Sorry. I was basically on hiatus from this game until this update came out, doing other stuff, so my memory on some of these characters' names is a little rusty.
Master of fire.
This guy.
What?
Nakari, yeah. So if you enjoyed playing as Nakari with his army and his faction stuff with Slaanesh, then you'll probably enjoy Azazel. Kugath, that's what his name was, so... I was right on Kairos Fateweaver, though.
Of the destinies.
Valkia, I'm sorry, I forgot Valkia. So there's one left.
You wish to serve the Twisted Twin.
We will take a look at Violich the Curseling when we return. Stay tuned.